Good morning parents and good morning grade 3 learners. I hope that it's going very well on this Tuesday. We are here for another maths lesson. I'm going to try to make the video a bit shorter and only focus on those concepts that I know you will find very difficult. Okay, so you can open your books on page 79 and we will continue from there. Okay, so I have page 79 here on the board. We ended yesterday with missing Corsi and the candles, and we're going to continue from there on forward. Okay, so let's look. So boxes of candles, Mom Corsi, and the boxes. Okay, so we have an A and a B. Now A, count all the boxes. So here we have 3 questions. So let's look at the first question. First question, plain and simple, how many boxes? All you do, count the boxes, write the number. Next question, how many candles all together? Now remember, yesterday we established that there are 10 candles in each box. So what you can do is you can take your pencil and write 10 on all the boxes, then it will be easy for you to count them all together. Okay, so then you can just count in tens. Remember, in numbers you can also have patterns, and this pattern then will be counting in tens as well. Okay, so then you will have that answer. Then the third question, how many more, this is a very important word, how many more boxes does she need to at the end of the day have 200 candles? Remember, there are 10 candles in one box. So, therefore you first need this answer. If you have this answer, you will then be able to go to this answer. Okay, because here you're going to count in tens and get your answer. So what they want is, because this answer will be less than 200. So they want to know, if we want 200 candles and we only have this certain amount, how many candles should we add to the smaller amount so it becomes 200? A very easy way to do that is when you take the 200 and you minus it from the answer that you get over there. Okay, that is how you will get to the last answer. So you can take 200 minus this answer, then you will get this answer. Okay guys, before we go on to B, I would like to explain something on the board first, so you can first understand it before we're going to do it. Okay, now B, they are talking about multiplication. Okay, so like I've said yesterday, as soon as you see one number is repeating itself, then you know it's going to move from addition to multiplication. Okay, for example, so you can look at the board before you go do the work. Okay, so let's think of our classroom. Okay, if I'm looking at the classroom now, at the left I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tables. Each table, let's say, has 2 chairs. And I want to know how many chairs are there all together in that row. So if we would have done it in addition, it would have been, remember there are 5 tables and 2 chairs each. So it would have been 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why 5 twos? Because there are 5 tables and each table has 2 chairs. If it helps, you can draw a picture to make you understand better. 1 table, 2 chairs. That's why we have 5. Okay. Now, what can you see? what's happening here? We can see that the number 2 is repeating. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So what do we know? As soon as we see one number is repeating, we can change it from addition, remember addition is plus, into multiplication. So that's what we're going to do now. So, which number is repeating? Number 2 times, how many times can you see the repeating of this number? The number is repeating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Therefore, we say 2 times 5. And what is 2 times 5? If you know your tables, you'll be knowing that 2 times 5 is 10. Therefore, once again, like I said yesterday, guys, practice your timetables. You must know them by heart and by head. You must know them like this. If I ask you what's 2 times 6, you must be able to tell me it's 12 without doing this. That's what we call mental maths as well. Okay, so practice your timetables. It will help you in the future, I promise you. Okay, so this is how we changed addition to multiplication. Okay, another example. As you can see on the board, I drew 3 bags. Each bag has 3 apples. Okay, so multiplication is not only when a number repeats, but it is also when you have groups of the same amount inside. Okay, like here. How many groups do we have? 1, 2, 3. How many inside each group? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's start again with when it's addition. If it was addition, we would have said there's 3 in that group plus 3 in that group plus 3 in that group. Okay, now we go to the second part. Now we see, oh, but wait, this number is repeating. So we don't have to continue with addition. We can now change it to multiplication. Which number is repeating? Number 3 times how many groups? How many times can you see this number repeating? This number is repeating 1, 2, 3 times. Again, if you know your tables like this, you would know that 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, I'm going to do one more example, then we will move to the worksheet. Now, the last example. As you can see on the board, I drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes, and let's see, in each box there are lollipops. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each box has 4 lollipops inside. Okay, so if it was addition, it would have been 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay, now remember, multiplication is when you have groups with the same amount inside each group. It's also as soon as you see one number is repeating itself. That's how you know something is going to be multiplication. Okay, so we already saw we have groups. Now we can see that each group has the same amount. That means we have one number that's repeating itself. And that number is the number 4. So which number is repeating? 4. How many times can you see the number 4 repeating? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, now what is 4 times 5? Again, practice your timetables, then you would know 4 times 5 is 20. Because you are counting in 5s 4 times. Or you can count in 4s 5 times. But it's easy to count in 5s, so we can count in 5s 4 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have 20 lollipops all together. So I have the book here with me, so we're going to go to B. I'm going to do 1 or 2 with you, then the rest you're going to try by yourself, okay? So the first one, it says 2 boxes. They want to know how many candles in 2 boxes. Now remember, it's going to be multiplication because we know the boxes are the groups and we know that there are 10 in each box, so we know it's multiplication. Okay. So what you can do is you can either, let's just see here, you can write on that line, you can do the multiplication equation. You can write there. I will show you now. Okay, it says 2 boxes, and then it has a line over there with the picture of the candle. Okay, so on that line you can do the following equation. So 2 boxes, and we know each box has 10 candles. So if it would have been addition, it would have been 10 plus 10. Because there are 2 boxes, 1, 2, and each box has 10. So we again, even if it's only 2 numbers that's repeating, we can change it into addition. Okay. Which number is repeating? Number 10 times, how many times did the number repeat? 1, 2. 10 times 2 is 20. Now remember, you can also write it in reverse, because when you write it in reverse, the answer will be the same. Okay. Reverse means you start with 2 times 10. That just means you started with the amount of boxes. There were 2 times how many inside each. Each box has 10. The answer would be 20. Okay, so that's how you can do question B. Guys, now we're going to move to C. Now, first I want to explain C on the board before we are going to do it in our books. Now, C, we're going to change from multiplication to division. Now, what is division? Now, remember, division is when we have an amount of things. For example, we have 1 bag of apples and we have 4 learners. Then we have to divide those apples amongst the 4 learners. So division is when you divide something, when you share something into the groups. Multiplication is when you already have the groups. Division is when you share something into groups. Okay, so that's what we're going to do at C. Okay, so a very good example of division. Okay, so let's say we have a pizza. Remember, pizza usually has 8 slices. Romans, de Bolognese, you can choose which pizza. Now, we have a pizza and we have 2 friends. I know we shouldn't draw stick men, but this is just for purposes to explain it to you. Okay, now we want to divide this pizza of 8 slices to see how many slices will each person get. That is what we call division. So it will be 8 because we have 8 slices divided by how many groups? 2. Now we want to get the answer. Okay. So 8 slices divided by 2 friends will then equal to 4. It means this one will get 4 slices and this one will get 4 slices. Okay. Because there's half of the pizza. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go to that one. That's what we call division. When you take something and you divide it into the groups. Okay. Here we have lollipops. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lollipops. Now remember, again, division is when we share something into groups. A very important word that I did not mention before is it has to be equal groups. That's what we call division. That means each group has to have the same amount inside. Okay, when we have 3 friends, we must make sure that each friend has the same amount of lollipops. When we have 5 friends, each friend has to have the same amount. Then we know we did good division. Okay, so here, 10 lollipops. Now, again, I'm going to draw a stick. Remember, stick men, we don't usually encourage you to draw them. But this is just to help you understand better. Okay. 4, let's say we have 5 friends. Okay, now remember, again, division, we have to divide these into groups to see how many will each person get. Okay. So, how will we write the equation? Let's see. We have 10 lollipops divided, that's how we write division, divided by the amount of groups. Remember, this is one group, this is a second group, this is a third group, a fourth group, and a fifth group. So, how many groups? How many kids? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Now we have to divide them to see how many will each learner get. What will the equal amount be in each group? Okay. So, there are 5. Let's see if we can do it 2 by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Let's see if we do have 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the answer will be how many do we see in each group? So each group has 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that means each learner will get 2 lollipops. Can you see that number? Each group has the same amount, so it means we've divided it now into equal groups. Okay, another easy way of doing division will be shown here now. Okay, this time they gave us the equation over here. 12 divided by 2. And they want the answer. Okay, how will we do that? Here we have 12 triangles. If there's no triangles, you can draw it yourself as well. So we have 12 triangles. How will we get to the answer? So we know we have 12. There should be 2 triangles in each group. So remember, because division is when you divide something into groups equally. Okay, so we're going to make groups. 2 in each. So that means 1, 2. Make a group. 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 Now, how many groups are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have our answer over there. So this is also an easy way to get to your answer. Okay guys, now we're going to move to C. I'm going to do one with you and then you're going to do the rest by yourself. Okay, so what I've done here, the first one, it says 40 candles. So how many boxes will there be if there are 40 candles? So we know that there will be 10 in each box there. So let's start by 40. There are 40 candles. Now this number is the number that we have to divide equally into groups. Okay, so 40 candles, we already know that there are 10 in each box, so therefore it will be divided by 10. This is the answer we want to know. We want to know how many boxes will there be if there are 40 candles. Okay, here I drew circles which represents the candles. There are 40. There has to be 10 in a group. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to divide it into equal groups because that's what's division. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we have one group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our second group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The third group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The fourth group. So now we have divided them into groups. The answer will be how many groups are there? How many boxes are there? So there will be 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Okay, so you can do exactly this with the rest. If you want to make it easier for yourself and you know your timetables, you don't have to draw this. Because remember, if we do a full reverse of division, it's actually multiplication. 4 times 10 equals to 40. Do you see that? Okay, so that's also a way you can do it. Okay guys, now we're going to go to page 81, the last page of today. Okay, now before we start, they've made a mistake. So what I want you to do is, you're going to just erase one of those blocks there and change this 2 into a 1. Okay, because they've made a mistake. Okay, so let's see. So here we're going to expand. So we have 82 plus 34. So before you start, you can do the tens and the units, and tens and the units. Okay. So here they just tell you what each grey shape means. So the first one, if you see a grey block like this, it means it represents the number 10. The grey circle represents 1. Okay, so if you see blocks, you know it's 10, 10, 10, 10. If you see circles, you know it's 1, 1. Okay, so what did they do? So you see there are 3 lines for you to do this. You're going to do it exactly like the example. The first thing, they took 82 and they expand 82. How many tens? There were 8. That's why they drew 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many units? 1, 2. Plus, now we're going to go to the 34. How many tens? 1, 2, 3. How many units? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. After that, now they've combined all the tens and all the units. So they took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they took, remember this, yeah. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the 82. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Remember that one was a mistake. They did the same with the units. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've put all the tens together and all the units together. Okay, now the last step. So you have indicated that you have 3 steps that you're going to do. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, so the third step is now we're going to take the amount and write it into the numbers. Okay, so we're going to start by hundreds. Let's see if we do have any hundreds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because if there are 10 tens, it makes 100. So we have 100 plus 110. Remember, 110 means it's 10 plus how many units? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 100 plus 10 plus 6. Remember, that was a mistake. It's 116. So that's what you were going to do here. Okay. So first thing, divide the tens and the units from each other, and then you continue from there. Remember, 3 steps. Okay. So that's the worksheets for today. We'll see you again tomorrow.